Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz webinarımıza hoş geldiniz. Bugün Santa Monica College'dan Deniz Hanım bizlere ABD'nin en iyi üniversitelerine transfer imkanları ve ekonomik eğitim fırsatları hakkında bir sunum yapacak. İyi seyirler dileriz. Umarım sizin için faydalı bir webinar olur. Hello Deniz, the stage is now yours.
Thank you, marhaba, and I wish you all a very, very happy new year. I'm very happy to be with you today. My name is Denise Kinsella. I'm Associate Dean of International Education at Santa Monica College, where I've been working for the past 12 years, and I'm excited to share some information with you about what the college has to offer. So let me just start my slides. Santa Monica College is a community college offering the first 2 years of university-level education. We then assist you in transferring to top universities such as UCLA, Stanford University, and Columbia University, where you can complete your last 2 years of education for your bachelor's degree. SMC is located in the United States, in the state of California, as you see here. We are west of Los Angeles, down in the southern part of the state. The Santa Monica main campus is about 2 miles from the Pacific Ocean and beaches. Our location in Los Angeles County gives you prime access to internships and informational field trips in locations such as Silicon Beach for our computer science programs, the Port of Los Angeles, the Los Angeles Fashion District, Hollywood and the Entertainment District, the LA Fashion District, Jet Propulsion Laboratory and Boeing for our engineering students, and Cedars-Sinai and UCLA Medical Center for our medical professionals. Right now, with the COVID-19 pandemic still affecting the world, we are in a safer at home period where we are continuing to offer all of our classes online. This gives you the opportunity to start your education while you're still in the safer at home period in your country as well. You can start your education online. Our full complement of classes is being offered through remote modalities. Most classes for the spring 2021 term will be offered on a flexible time frame, and this allows you to participate at times that are convenient for you. You can log in anytime you want because the lectures are videotaped, and you'll be able to communicate with your instructor and classmates through online platforms set up within the student portal, and we'll look at that a little bit later on. Other classes are offered on a scheduled time frame, which allows you to log in and participate in a live lecture over Zoom, Google, or another platform that your professor chooses. For those students who want to get a student visa and travel to the United States to study closer to campus, we are offering a hybrid course. Although it will primarily be taught online, there will be one required check-in on campus, and this hybrid option, because there is a required check-in, will help you to get approved for a student visa for the spring semester. We hope to be back in person for the summer and fall 2021 terms. We are just waiting to see how long it takes people to get vaccinated and what our local state and health authorities are allowing us to do. If we're still in an online modality, you can be sure of receiving the same world-class education that you would receive if you were in person. While most of our classes are offered online only temporarily, Santa Monica College actually does have several degrees that can be completed completely online. Even when we go back in person, these programs offer an online alternate as well. So if studying from home is the best option for you, Santa Monica College will be there to help you meet your academic goals. Completing a semester or a full associate's degree online can be more affordable for some students and may make it easier to obtain a student visa to study in the US in the future. Remember, SMC's online courses are worth the same credit as our in-person courses. There's no difference on the SMC transcript between courses taught online and those taught in person. In addition to the associate degrees on the screen, SMC offers online associate degrees for transfer, online certificates, and general education courses to meet graduation and transfer requirements. Our online support services are available even when we offer in-person instruction. Most of our online classes are offered through the Canvas platform. So right now we're looking at one student's Canvas platform. The Canvas dashboard lists all of your online classes here. Each of these squares accounts for a class or a program. And over on the right-hand side, there's a handy to-do list that's automatically populated with your assignments and upcoming exams, so you won't miss anything. Now we're looking inside one of those Canvas classes. The Canvas platform organizes your class information all in one place. You'll find the class syllabus, assignments, videos, texts, and other resources within the class portal. You can communicate with your professor and classmates right here in the portal. This is your online virtual classroom. Students who are planning for a successful future choose Santa Monica College for so many reasons, and I thought we could take a look today at the top 5 reasons students tell us about why they're so excited to study at SMC. Reason number 5 is our distinguished faculty. Santa Monica College's academic excellence is driven by nearly 1,400 professors and instructors with distinguished credentials representing the best in their fields. They include award-winning authors, filmmakers, scientists, and others well-known in their fields. They teach at SMC because they believe in the power of the student-teacher connection and in your ability to fulfill your dreams and make a difference. In the last 2 years alone, SMC has hired professors who are graduates of institutions like the Ivy League schools Brown and Cornell University, UCLA, and other prestigious universities. At university, many undergraduate classes are taught by graduate assistants under the guidance of a professor. But at SMC, all of your classes are taught directly by the professor. Also, many SMC part-time instructors teach at schools like UCLA and USC as well as at SMC. So our students get a world-class education in a much smaller classroom setting. Counselors across 55 offices and programs at SMC form the largest student support network in California to help you get to your goal of transfer or a career as soon as possible. And this is reason number 4 why many students choose Santa Monica College over other colleges. Our alumni often tell us regularly that their experience at SMC actually exceeded their academic experience at top universities like UC Berkeley and Columbia. The reason is simple. The hands-on support SMC provides to students is unparalleled. Reason number 3 that students have shared with us is our degree and certificate programs. We have over 180 different programs available, so there's something for almost every interest. The breadth of choices at SMC is mind-blowing. From liberal arts to sciences, accounting to film production, SMC's career and transfer-oriented programs rival the nation's best universities. New courses are constantly being developed, including career-focused programs developed with direct input from industry advisors. Just in the past 10 years, SMC faculty have crafted over 300 new courses in 58 subject areas so that our students receive cutting-edge, relevant instruction and learning opportunities. If you're undecided, you can begin with the foundational liberal arts curriculum, and SMC's international education counselors will help you find and enter the major that's right for you. The majors on the slide show you some of the programs that are most popular with our international students right now. In addition to our regular academic programs, Santa Monica College offers a number of programs for special student populations. Our intensive English program has no English proficiency requirement. The course helps you improve your English so that you can join regular academic classes. The package programs are 1 or 2 semester programs that are that offer guaranteed classes, so you're not competing with other students to enroll in your classes. Students who complete the business and sports and nutrition package programs earn a certificate and may apply for an internship. The Scholars Program is another special program and is for you if you are a highly motivated student who wants an intensive curriculum to prepare you for transfer. Scholars students get priority transfer consideration to top universities, including UCLA, UC Irvine, and Loyola Marymount University. Reason number 2 is that we offer an affordable, world-class education. In the 2+2 system available in the United States, SMC offers the same lower division courses as the UC system, California State University, and other four-year campuses. These lower division courses at SMC can count toward your baccalaureate program at only a fraction of the cost. Students who start at SMC save tens of thousands of dollars while benefiting from rigorous smaller classes, personalized counseling, and great professors whose focus is teaching, not research. Transfer students from community colleges are the group most likely to actually graduate from university, so not only is SMC much more financially viable, it will increase your likelihood of succeeding at a university when you do transfer. As you can see, the cost to attend SMC is very affordable. Tuition is just about $9,000 per year, and the overall cost, including living expenses, is just about $29,000 per year. Scholarships are available to students who have enrolled and have completed at least one semester. Scholarship awards are based on various criteria, including a student's academic performance at SMC, club involvement, and involvement in other aspects of the campus community. International students at SMC have the opportunity to participate in internships in your major field of study, both during your studies up to 20 hours per week, and after you've completed certain certificates, after earning an associate degree, and after completing our Bachelor in Interaction Design degree. While most community colleges do support international student internships after graduation, many do not support internships during studies. So this is one reason that students choose SMC over other community colleges. Students who participate in an internship not only gain valuable experience that will help in transferring to university or in applying for jobs, but also help you determine whether your chosen field is a good fit for you. If not, our counselors can help you fine-tune your career goals to find a better fit. Students who complete internships have a better understanding of what they need to focus on when they return to the classroom to continue their studies. Santa Monica College is best known for our university transfer rate. This is the #1 reason that students choose Santa Monica College. About 800 international students each year transfer on to university. This slide shows some of our most recent transfer statistics. Remember, if you start at SMC, you have a greater likelihood of succeeding when you transfer to the university of your choice for the final 2 of your 2+2 education. Transfer agreements with schools such as UC Irvine, Cal State Northridge, and the American University in Paris make transfer easy for our qualified students. One reason that our students are so successful when they transfer is the classroom experience they receive at SMC. If you headed straight to a university, class sizes are large. They can be 1,000 students or more. At SMC, the classes are small. Generally, there are only about 18 to 25 students per class, so you're going to get a lot more attention from your professor. Also, in a university, until you get to your senior year or year 4, grading of papers and feedback is often given by graduate students. At SMC, you'll have access to research labs and facilities that at a university, you generally have to wait to access until your senior year. Tutoring and support services for our students is free. We want to make sure that all of our students are successful, so we provide the help you need both in and outside the classroom to have a positive experience. With our resources and outstanding academic reputation, Santa Monica College has attracted the largest international population of any community college in California. Our top 5 student populations currently come from China, South Korea, Japan, Sweden, and Indonesia. We also have quite a large Turkish population with about 60 Turkish students studying with us right now. And we have students from over 100 countries studying right now with SMC from their homes. Our transfer numbers speak for themselves. Students from Santa Monica College transfer to some of the best universities in the state and in the country. Not only does Santa Monica College provide you with stellar academic opportunities, excuse me, we also have one of the most active student life programs of any community college in the country. Students are able to form friendships and explore personal interests through the special interest clubs and extracurricular activities on campus. Many of our students are particularly interested in clubs like the engineering club, the soccer club, the film club, or International Student Forum. Special events on campus such as live music, career fairs, environmental fairs, free lectures, films, and cultural events round out the social life on campus. While the campus is closed, clubs are meeting remotely, and there are online activities as well, including dance performances, lectures, and hangouts. The International Education Center sponsors 2 events for our students each week. On Tuesdays, we have an unstructured hangout where students meet to talk about whatever's on their minds. And on Fridays, we have a planned presentation and conversation topic, and we usually have some games. You are welcome to join these events even before you become a student. At the end of this presentation, I'll share our Instagram link, and if you just follow us on Instagram, you will be able to receive the information to join our activities. Even though classes are remote, there are a number of ways you can still explore the best of what California has to offer if you are here in the United States. SMC's location gives you great access to the nearby beaches, water sports, hiking, and beautiful views. Santa Monica College is located in a residential neighborhood, so housing is easy to arrange. Most of our students live in apartments with other students, or they rent rooms with local families who help introduce them to the community. Our housing coordinator can help students select the option that is best suited to them. You can get around Santa Monica College, that's Santa Monica City and West Los Angeles very easily. Dedicated bike paths throughout the city and along the coast make biking a safe and fun and affordable option. Students are able to ride the Big Blue bus for free with their SMC ID card, and they can also take the Metro Light Rail train to downtown Los Angeles for music and sporting events or to go shopping. The application process is easy and completely online. Each applicant is assigned to one of our personal admission coaches who will answer all of your questions and guide you through the application process. We are still accepting applications for our spring semester, which begins on February 16th. The application deadline for the spring semester is January 22nd. The summer application deadline is April 15th, and the fall application deadline is July 1st for students who need to apply for a visa. I hope that this brief introduction to Santa Monica College's programs and services has been valuable. We are the right destination for students who want to transfer to university, as well as for students who want a shorter study program to sharpen their professional skills. Please contact us anytime if you have questions about Santa Monica College, and you can follow us on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter, and on Facebook. So I will be available for a while now to answer your questions. Let me just close out of my slides so that I can see the questions that you've been asking. And thank you so much for all of your questions. Our first question, can we start courses online while we are in Turkey and continue in the US face-to-face? Yes, exactly. So for the spring semester, if you prefer to stay home in Turkey, you can start any course online. All of our spring semester courses are currently being offered online through the end of the spring semester. And those courses are being offered following the same curriculum as if you were in the classroom. So you can easily transition from online studies in the spring to in-person studies in the summer or fall whenever we go back to in-person studies. Someone is asking for a video. If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll find a lot of videos available. And someone asked about the fee. The fee is about $9,000 per year for tuition. Let's see, when we transfer to university, do all of our credits from Santa Monica College are generally counted? Generally speaking, yes. We encourage you to meet regularly with one of our counselors to make sure that the classes that you're taking at SMC do transfer. So every university in the United States operates independently. And we want to make sure that the courses that you choose are correct for the courses, the university that you want to transfer to. Some of our courses transfer to certain universities and not to others. And we want to make sure that you have as many courses transferring as possible. So again, I encourage you as a Santa Monica College student for you to meet with our counselors and get a study plan from them or have your study plan approved every single semester so that you can be sure that the courses that you have chosen are courses that will transfer to your university. Do you have agreements with companies for internship? Yes, we do. Through our Career Services Center, we do offer internships through specific companies. In addition, many of our professors are still working in the industry. They help to set up internships, and sometimes our students find internship opportunities on their own. Can you have a work permit when you are studying also after you graduate? Yes, you don't need a special work permit to work on campus. So if you get an on-campus job, just the fact that you are a student with an F1 student visa is enough. But if you are going to work off campus, you do need a work permit for that. And we can help you with the eligibility for a work permit and help you to get a work permit when you become eligible. Generally, you need to complete 1 year of academic studies in the United States before you're eligible to work off campus, but there is no waiting period to work on campus for students in our academic programs. Can you give us briefly information about expenses and accommodations and study fees? So I can repeat that information. Expenses, again, are about $9,000 in tuition per year. Overall expenses, including your living expenses like rent and food and transportation, is just under $29,000 per year if you're sharing your accommodations. And the accommodations, generally students choose to live in apartments. We do have a housing coordinator who can help you to find a place. We also keep a list of people who are looking for roommates and people with rooms to rent, that sort of thing. So we offer you quite a lot of support in finding a place to live. Can you give information about an MS degree in engineering? Santa Monica College is offering the first 2 years of university level education. So just the freshman and sophomore years for the associate degree. So we offer an associate degree in engineering, which is the foundational first 2 years towards a bachelor's degree. We do not offer any master's degree programs at Santa Monica College. You would need to go to a 4-year university for a master's degree. Can I ask about admission while I'm studying in Turkey? Yes, you can study online from Turkey. For the spring semester, all of our courses are being offered online. We do expect to be back in person for the summer or the fall. And at that time, we will still have some classes, actually many classes offered online if you want to continue to study from your home country. And you may remember one of the slides that I shared listed about 30 different associate degrees that you can earn completely online, even when we go back in person. And we have, in addition, some certificate and transfer programs that are available online. I have another person asking about a master's program in psychology. Again, we do not offer master's programs. In case a student starts their education here in Turkey, when should they apply for the visa? We'll be in touch with you about that. We would need to determine when the school is going to be open for in-person instruction and when you want to come for in-person instruction. Generally speaking, though, we recommend applying for the visa about 2 months in advance of coming to the United States. But we'll give you as much information as we can. We're watching the travel restrictions and travel guidelines very, very closely, as well as guidance from the United States consulates around the world, so that we can help you determine exactly when you need to begin your application for a visa. If you want to come to the United States for the spring semester, you would need to complete your application very quickly. Let's see here. How much is the intensive English program monthly online now? Right now, the monthly intensive English program costs $1,000 per month. Can we study in labs as an assistant? When we're back in person and our labs are open completely, yes, they do have lab assistants, and sometimes they hire students for that. So yes, that is an opportunity that some of our students have. Can I convert my diploma programming into bachelor? I'm not quite sure I understand that question. By diploma, I believe you mean your secondary school. And generally, those are just foundational courses that allow you admission to some of our courses. But we would take a look at your transcript and your specific situation to give you exact guidance about whether some of the coursework that you did in Turkey or at another university would be transferable for your bachelor's degree. These are all great questions. Thank you so much for all of the questions that you've answered so far. And I can stay on for a little while to continue to answer other questions that you may have.
Okay, Deniz, thank you very much for the presentation and answering all of the questions. By the way, can you please share your email address or contact information for the participants who wants to directly contact the Santa Monica College?
Yes, I'll put our email address in the chat here. Okay, so I gave you our general email address so that you can ask your question and your email can be then forwarded directly to the best person with the best answer for you. Okay, we have a few more questions. What GPA do you need to get into Santa Monica College? If you're transferring from another school in the United States, you need a GPA of 2.0. If you're coming from overseas, because everyone is on such a very different GPA schedule, there is no GPA requirement for entering from overseas. If you come as a very strong student, we have some honors programs, the scholars program that I talked about earlier. If you come with needing to strengthen your skills in some areas, we also have some basic skills courses to get you up to speed. So we really have something for everyone here. And then I have a question. The problem is that if a student who wants to start online in spring and come in the fall, how can he know he will be able to get the visa? Of course, we can't guarantee that any student will be able to get the visa. We don't know. However, we have worked with Turkish students for many, many years, and we find Santa Monica College is well known in Turkey and well known by the US consulate who gives the visas. We are well respected, and the consular officers know that we offer a legitimate program that is going to prepare you well for your career in the future and for transfer to the last 2 years of university. So we don't really find that Turkish students have much problem in obtaining a visa. If for some reason you did not get a visa, you could continue your studies online. We have a number of programs that are offered completely online if that is necessary, but again, it would be very unusual. Most Turkish students have an easy time to obtain a visa to study at Santa Monica College. The living expenses in Santa Monica, there are a variety of living opportunities in Santa Monica. We're a beach resort community. If you live close to the beach, there are some really beautiful apartments and opportunities, but a lot of those apartments are very expensive, $2,000, $3,000 a month. So most of our students live a few blocks away from the beach or in other communities like Venice. It has some nice student housing or affordable housing. Culver City also is on our bus line and has some nice and very affordable housing, much less expensive, $1,000 a month or less. And that amount, the $1,000, is generally split between 2 or more students, making it very, very affordable to live in the area. Let's see, can we get your social media like Instagram? Let me see. I don't have that right off the top of my head, but if you look for Santa Monica College on Instagram or International Santa Monica College, those would be it would be easy to find our handles. Let me see if I can get some better information for you about that to post into the website. Sorry, I thought I was prepared with that information. I apologize that I don't have it right at my fingertips. Let's see, we have a question. How are the career opportunities in the US for international students after graduation from the MBA program? Again, I'm sorry, we don't have a master's program here. So we offer the first 2 years of university undergraduate education. Students then transfer on to university for 2 more years to get the bachelor's degree. And after earning a bachelor's degree, you would go for a master's degree. Master's in psychology, master's in engineering, master's in business administration. And the university who offers those master's programs would have a lot of information about the availability of work in the United States after completing those programs. I know that we have a number of international students who started at Santa Monica College who now work and live permanently in the United States, but there are many steps after graduating from Santa Monica College that you would need to go through to get to that point. And I don't have a lot of information about that. Are the programs available all over the world? Yes, the programs are available all over the world to students from really any country. Is there an age limit for students? Students need to be 18 years old, or they need to have graduated from high school in order to enter the college. So sometimes we have students 17 years old or even 16 years old who have graduated from high school and who may be admitted to Santa Monica College after providing proof of graduation. There is no upper age limit. You know, we have students as old as 80 and 90 years old who are studying at Santa Monica College. The average age for our students is 18 to maybe 25, 26, 27. That's about the average age for our students. You're asking about PhD programs. Again, that's a very high level. After your master's degree, you apply for PhD. So no, we don't offer PhD or master's programs or even bachelor's programs at Santa Monica College, with the exception of our interaction design program. Is it possible to transfer to UCLA or Berkeley from SMC? Yes, we actually have the position of being the #1 transfer institution to both UCLA and UC Berkeley for the past couple of years. Many of our students do transfer onto UCLA and onto UC Berkeley after completing their programs at Santa Monica College. And I think I mentioned that some of our professors actually teach part-time with us and part-time at UCLA. So you get that UCLA experience and preparation. Our students are very well prepared to be competitive applicants to the UC schools like UCLA and UC Berkeley. And that's why so many of them are able to get in and be successful. Do you offer sessional English if we do not reach the language requirement? Yes, we have an intensive English program. You can start that program at the beginning of every month. So whenever it's convenient for you, we can get you into one of our intensive English programs. And there's a question in Turkish. I don't understand it, so maybe Zeynep or Hesna or Hazal, if you could help me with that one.
Yes, I think he is asking about the fees again.
Okay. So once again, the tuition fee is about $9,000 per year for tuition. And the living expenses, including the tuition, so the overall cost is about $29,000, a little less than $29,000 per year. So about $20,000 in living expenses and about $9,000 in tuition.
I think there is one question that's not been answered from Fırat Pala regarding to diploma equivalence.
Is it, do you give diploma equivalence only with an exam? Can you help me understand that question? I'm not sure exactly what they're asking. I don't understand the diploma equivalence part. Is diploma high school or secondary school in Turkey? I
think they mean like a university, like bachelor's degree or another certificate diplomas. Actually, I don't understand it either. Maybe we can ask him.
Yeah, Firat, I'm not quite sure I understand what you are asking. If you can explain a little bit more what you mean, I can try to answer. And I think, let's see. Somebody is asking, is OPT possible after graduation from Santa Monica College? Yes, absolutely. Many of our students participate in the optional practical training or OPT benefit after graduating from Santa Monica College, either with an associate degree or with a certificate. That's a big part of what we do in our department, is helping students to apply for OPT and get that work experience. Somebody is asking about the application deadline for film production. The application deadline for all of our academic programs are the same. If you wanted to join for the spring semester, the application deadline is January 22nd to study from your home country. For summer, the application deadline is April 15th to apply for a visa, or May 15th, possibly even later. We'll probably be flexible with that if you're studying from your home country. And for the fall semester, the application deadline is July 1st to apply for a visa. July 15th if you are studying from your home country or you're already in the US. And again, if you're studying from your home country, there will probably be some flexibility. We'll probably accept later applications. Firat is asking, undergraduate or more?
About the diploma.
Yeah, he said something in Turkish down below. Can someone tell me what he said? Maybe that'll help me understand what he's asking.
I think he means if they should take an exam to get a diploma equivalence that they had already in Turkey.
So by diploma, are we talking about university level or high school? I'll just answer for both. So if we're talking about high school classes, and you're trying to use those high school classes to meet prerequisite requirements, we start by looking at the syllabus for the high school class to understand what you studied. Sometimes, especially for the math classes, you would take an equivalence exam. For English classes, you would not. And for the other classes, it really just depends on the program. Usually, if it's a math or a science, there could be an exam involved. For social sciences, there probably would not be an exam involved, but also you wouldn't, these classes would not meet, you wouldn't get college credit for the class. You would just get prerequisite credit so that you could take higher level college classes. If we're talking about university classes that you've taken in Turkey or some other country, and you're trying to get credit for those classes, generally there is no exam involved. Generally, we're just looking at the syllabus of the course. And we're also looking at your goals. If you are asking for equivalence to earn an associate degree, that's something that we would look at internally. But if you're planning to transfer on to university, then we would not determine the equivalence or the acceptability of your courses. It is the school that you transfer to who would determine whether your courses have equivalency or would be accepted towards graduation requirements. So it's a little bit complicated. And that's one of the reasons that we have so many counselors here at the campus, so that we can give you that individual attention and look at your specific background and specific goals to guide you correctly towards, what credit you already have from your past studies and what opportunities you have waiting for you for the future. So it's a little complicated, and basically I think the answer would come from a one-on-one appointment with one of our counselors after you've been admitted. Some universities don't have ABET accreditation, so is it possible to transfer all credits which we take in our university? My department is material science. Really, we would have to look at your university. We would have to look at your transcripts. It would be unusual to be able to transfer all of your credit from overseas to the United States, because we just teach differently here, but you may be able to get some credit for that. And if there's no accreditation, that will play into the final decision as well. But we would have to look at your specific credentials to answer that question. That's a very specific question that does not have a general answer. And Abdullah is saying that you're asking about preparation for a bachelor's degree, so secondary school classes. I think that's what you're saying. And yeah, if you're going to get credit, like prerequisite credit, the math and sciences often do have an exam for that, although they'll start by looking at your transcripts to see if they can give you credit just based on your transcripts and the syllabus for each class. So make sure that you get a syllabus from each of your classes. The syllabus describes what you studied in the class, the textbooks that you used, whether there was a lab involved or not involved. It's a very detailed course description that helps us to determine whether it's equivalent to a class that we already are offering. These are good questions. If we graduated with 100% English in our departments, would we still need IELTS or TOEFL? So if you went to like an international school where all of your subjects are taught in English, so your math class is delivered in English, the lectures are in English, your science class is delivered in English, your social studies, your history classes are all delivered in English, then you would not need an IELTS or ITEP or TOEFL in that case. You would need to show us proof that the courses were all delivered in English, and that's generally something on your transcript says that the courses were delivered in English, or you can get a letter from your headmaster, the principal of the school, that indicates that the courses were all delivered in English. Does SMC have forms? We have an online application system. So if you go, I'll type into the chat the URL for that. You can go to the website or the URL that I just typed into the chat, and that is our online application. So in addition to that, there are no, anything that you need, you would find there. Do you accept Duolingo English exam results? Yes, we do. We require a score of 75 on Duolingo or higher. Good questions. Thank you for your questions.
Yes, there were interesting questions about stating interest in Santa Monica College, I think.
Yeah, you're asking how to contact me without email. It's best if we start a conversation through email and then take it from there. Especially right now, you know, when we're working from home, there's really no way to contact me by telephone. So using the email is the best way to start the conversation. And then if we need a Zoom meeting or something like that, then we can set something up. Yeah, there's just another question about how to have a conversation. And if you start by contacting me through the email that I provided, then I can either set up a meeting directly with you through Zoom or connect you with the proper person for your question, and we can set up a way for you to communicate with the right person.
Okay, I think there is not coming any questions further. So thank you very much for your presentation, Dennis. I think it was a really comprehensive for the participants. And I also want to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Umarım sizin için de faydalı bir webinar olmuştur. Ayrıca yarınki webinarlarımızda da İngiltere ve Almanya'dan 2 okulun olduğunu da hatırlatmak isteriz. Thank you again. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks, Dennis. Do you have anything before we end the webinar?
I would just like to thank you so much for this opportunity to connect with all of these students. I appreciate all of you coming online to learn more about Santa Monica College, and my staff and I remain ready to help you and answer questions that may come up after this presentation. So again, I wish you a very happy new year. I'm looking forward to great things happening in 2021, and thank you so much.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.